So what's going on? So I'm thinking about Jeanie Buss, the Lakers owner, and I remember that video where she says that they deserved a bubble ring, and she talked about they deserved it because of losing Kobe and everything. I said, what about New York? What about the rest of the country? I think she's so entitled. I remember how she's done Jerry West, what they did, revoked him. His name is barely on the tribute on the uniforms. I remember it was an ESPN segment where they talked about this franchise is so great and how they take care of their own. Jerry West said, I wouldn't want anything to do with them. One of his problems was involving Jeanie Buss because she was involved with Phil Jackson back when Phil was coaching Shaq and Kobe, etc., etc. And it was a conflict of interest. And so business pleasure, etc. But there is an extra segment of why people don't really like her, and the politics involved and everything. And then she talked about, well, this was for Kobe. Then how do you in good faith a few years later trade the man who hit the game-winning shot in the corner against the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals when he said Kobe, Anthony Davis? How do you in good faith do that? Oh yeah, y'all did make history. Y'all won a bubble ring and an in-season tournament. Oh boy, those were the standards of Blake Lord. And then you're stuck with a spiteful, vengeful, in over his head coach and JJ Redick, who they're doing good, but they're not great. They're a work in progress. And it's gonna take a lot of work. And even though they had little spurts and runs, Luka Doncic, there's a lot that needs to be done and how you going forward. So I have to pick on her. I think she's been a bit much. I just was that clip came up in my files, and I thought about how when she sounded so arrogant and smug, talking about we deserve that ring. Everybody that played in the bubble deserve they should all get a flag or something for participating. Adam Silver should have been ashamed of himself. There shouldn't have been no season that year. It really shouldn't have. And a lot of people don't acknowledge it. But that shows you how desperate there is to push an agenda, you know. And there are people who got mixed emotions. I mean, yes, it counted in the count, but it don't really feel accurate. It feels artificial. But a lot of stuff that comes out of LA feels artificial. That's nothing new. But I have taken exception to Jeannie Buss. I've thinking that, you know, looking at the ownership ness, that's the reason why they got afloat. They got LeBron in, and they got a couple little token parts. But look at all the coaches they've gone through. Look at all the staff they've gone through. And the reality is they better hope the Luca thing works out, because if it doesn't, they could be in for a real nightmare. And I really don't care. I'm so tired of people trying to act like she's doing something grand or that the Lakers are top brand to still allure. But they push this on you. But I'm reminded of how Jerry West got treated, the logo. I'm reminded of how he went out and felt like he had no home. I'm reminded when he said that he wished he hadn't even had association with that said franchise, because the whole family, with the ineptness turned and how they faded and what they do. So when I see her talking or something, she's nauseating. Plastic and fake, like most of the stuff that you expect come out of Tinseltown. And it's a it's a joke, but that's just what they want. This is exactly what they want. So I'm just reminded about all that she said they deserved it. Well, everybody that played that year deserves something, but just so happens by chance it just happens to fall in your hands. If that don't come across fraudulent, the Heat should get something too. Anyway, let me know what you think about Jeannie Buss talking about the Lakers deserve that bubble ring and all that mess. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another shit. If you like, and hit the membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free on my peace.